Okay, hello, bonjour. This is a Joy Division song. Again, I reacted to Disorder last time, whenever I reacted to them last, and so this time it's She's Lost Control. And I will say right off the bat, this is my favorite Joy Division song I've heard. I am quite the fan, I guess, and I'm kind of doing this more for me, I guess, because I really like the song, but I've never gone in depth on it. And yeah, so I wanted to get into them on this, and then someone else requested Joy Division, so yeah, I just wanted to do it, and here we are. Today's the day, or tonight's the night, I guess. And yeah, so let's just get into it and talk about it after. It's love the song, and let's just go. Oh,
Confusion in her eyes, it says it all. She's lost control. And she's clinging to the nearest passerby. She's lost control.
love the effects on his voice.
And she gave away the secrets of her past and said, I lost control again. And of a voice that told her when and where to act, she said, I lost control again.
Those drums too, man.
And she turned around and took me by the hand and said, I lost control again. And how I'll never know just why or understand. She said I lost control again. And she screamed out, kicking on his side, and said I lost control again. And she's up on the floor, I thought she died. She said I lost control. She's lost control again. She's lost control. She's lost control again. She's lost control. And I had to phone and threat to state my case and say she's lost control again. And she showed up all the errors and mistakes and said I lost control again. And she expressed herself in many different ways until she lost control again. And walked up on the edge of no escape and laughed, I lost control. She's lost control again. She's lost control. She's lost control again. She's lost control.
All right, so She's Lost Control. I couldn't stop smiling the whole time there. Yeah, like I said, I really like that song, and so yeah, let's just get into it here from Genius.com. For the about, so it says releases both an album cut and a hint of where New Order would eventually find itself. She's Lost Control drew inspiration from Ian Curtis's encounter with an epilepsy victim and her attendant lack of control over her own body. It was something Curtis also suffered from, and the chilling sense of desperation and fear shot through the lyrics, and draws on more than a dramatic gift. So it says the deep echoes on the album version of his vocals make that version more of a disturbing listen, but on both the music is excellent. The steady death disco punch of the arrangements is as much a harbinger for early 1980s experiments all over the world as anything. Peter Hook's memorable softly descending bass line gets a rougher counterpart with Bernard Sumner's clipped, chugging riff, and the whole sounds like a disturbing vision into a world many would never know otherwise. So, yeah, big description, but either way, basically a great song. And I did kind of know about Curtis's encounter with the epilepsy victim, and that he kind of wrote, or I don't know if he wrote it all himself or whatever, but it was about someone else who kind of suffered from what he suffered from. So, yeah, that was right. But anyway, talking about the first verse here. So, okay, yeah, here we go. She's Lost Control is about a girl Ian Curtis knew while working for the Department of Disabled Services in Manchester. She had a seizure and died from it. Oh, I didn't know that much. This is reported by Deborah Curtis on the 2007 Joy Division documentary. Ian had not yet been diagnosed with epilepsy himself at this point. Well, alrighty then. Let's see something else. And she's clinging to the nearest passerby. She's lost control. So she's a multifaceted person, like other individuals with many different interests and hobbies. But since she's epileptic, she ends up being defined by her epilepsy. She has to rely on other people for help. She's clinging to the nearest passerby. Yeah, rather than being able to be independent like she wants to be. And that is very truthful. So yeah, these lyrics, like I said, I've never gone into them, so it's like kind of cool to see this. So this is in a voice that told her when and where to act. She said, "I've lost control again." So it says, during seizures, if you manage to maintain consciousness, which is rare in itself, it feels as if you are forced to act something you don't want to do, as if you were a puppet to your maker. So this is that annotation is unreviewed, so they might be wrong on that one, but either way, I can kind of see what they're saying. So it says, next annotation is just for, and seized up on the floor. I thought she'd die. She said, "I've lost control." So it says the unfortunate first-hand witnessing of Ian's friend undergoing a seizure, the frightening overshadowing that Ian would undergo the same unfortunate condition is chillingly melancholic. So yeah, this is, I never knew that, like, uh, when Ian knew this girl or and all that stuff. So it's kind of like cool to see this stuff. I mean, goodness gracious. So then with the chorus, what it says about that, she's lost control is about epilepsy, but all but you all have to take a step back and look at the larger theme of it all. Losing control is in general, whether it's yourself or another, whether it's through epilepsy or drugs or panic attacks, seeing someone completely lose control of themselves is one of the most terrifying things ever. Uh, so this is, how can you help this person besides staying by their side and protecting them? The only thing that can really be done is to wait for their control to slowly return. That in turn betrays our own lack of control. For that matter, how close are any of us to a complete loss of control? There, but for a grace of God I go, as the expression goes. So, yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the annotations. So yeah, I mean, like it says in the end, like looking at a song as a whole instead of just looking at how this is about epilepsy. Obviously, yeah, she's lost control. There is some hints at like how, I guess, Ian Curtis kind of lost control of his life at the end of it with his depression, and his epilepsy was just getting worse. And I know there was something else he had like that was a problem for him, but I can't remember him top of my head right now. But anyway, I know that he had a lot of like mental issues and stuff, and he was married. I think he had a failing marriage as well, as someone said. So it's like, yeah, a lot of things weren't going very good for him, and he just kind of didn't see a way out, which sucks. And so yeah, I mean, it sucks that his life ended how it did. I think I said this last time in my last review on him, but I mean, I don't know, I just like to get my point across. I don't know, and because I know like Ian Curtis, he had one of the, I guess, like best voices. I mean, it's very like deep and like maybe monotone and stuff, but I mean, it's just so like different. I don't know how to explain like how I see it or whatever, but I mean, there's no one else like Ian Curtis. I don't think. Like, I mean, his dancing was unique. He had the whole epilepsy thing. I mean, it was just, he was quite I mean, he was a rare person to come along. Um, and obviously he wasn't around for too long. He died. I think he was like 23 or something like that. So I mean, it just sucks that it all ended like that. But I mean, what can you do? It's all over now. It was a long time ago. But anyway, I guess that's it for this whole song. Like I said, this is my favorite Joy Division song. I just love the instrumentation, whatever. Love his vocals. And the drums, especially on this one, it just captivates me. I don't know. So yeah, I guess that's about it. So that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting and subscribing and liking if you did. And yeah, I really appreciate it all. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah, all right.